Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels, and today I'm going to tell you guys about He loves me not. That's right, He loves me not. But what is Matthew Daniels talking about? A long time ago, in the area of the earth that we call Spain today, there sat a village nearby to a beautiful lake. In this village, there lived a young girl who enjoyed nothing more than to hear stories about love and romance. She would often go out and sit in a beautiful field of colorful flowers next to the lake. While sitting amongst the flowers, the young girl would often pick flower after flower and recite these words as she plucked off the petals one by one. He loves me not, she'd say, thinking about her future husband. When she got to the last petal of each flower, and if it landed on the phrase, he loves me, she would put it into a special sack and hide it under a tree. As the young girl got older, she eventually became a young woman, and she was married to a man from her village. She was excited, and she thought that she could finally begin to live her fantasy. Her husband, however, did not act like her imaginary husband in any way. He did not treat her well, and he did not speak to her well. He did not stroke her hair or hug her. He did not sit and talk for hours, and he did not play with her around the house. He was, in fact, harsh. He would yell at her and hit her, and she felt more like a slave than a wife. Over time, her reality had destroyed her dreams, and she had forgotten what she expected love to be. And in her mind, she thought that what she had was what all women had, and she sank into a low state of depression. Many years passed, and the abuse continued. One day, after reaching her breaking point, the young woman decided that she would rather go on to the realm of the ancestors than to continue to live like she lived. That night, while her husband slept, the young woman crept out of the house and ran off into the night. It was her plans to reach the lake and drown herself in its waters. The young woman ran and ran non-stop until she reached her destination. Making it to the water's edge, she stood for a moment as the water chilled her feet. Then, just as she was about to run out into the waves, she heard a small voice behind her. He loves me not, the voice said. Turning around, the young woman saw a vision of her younger self sitting in the flower field. She saw herself plucking the flowers and placing the petals inside of a sack. In that moment, she remembered what she expected love to be, and she remembered who she truly was as a person. She remembered what she deserved in life. The vision then vanished, and the young woman walked out of the water, went to dig beneath the tree, and she found the sack she hid so many years ago. Finding herself and finding her strength, she left her abusive husband and made her life great on her own. And then she did get married again to the man that truly was the man of her dreams. He truly did love her. And so, the morning motivation of today is, He loves me not. If you have forgotten who you are because of the harmful acts of others, you must strive to remember who you were before that person came into your life. Indeed, our perception of ourselves can easily be distorted by the lies of others if we allow it. So you must remember that you deserve to be treated better because you are not who they say you are. The real you, not the beat down and exhausted by society you, is just as deserving to be loved as any other. So, never settle for less and never accept abuse. And today, go out and do good. And remember, you are awesome, you are amazing, you are wonderful, and you are great. And you are going to change the world. I just hope I'm still alive to see it, family. I'm out. Good morning.